it didn't make it on the agenda, but why don't we start with it and adopt the budget for 2020?
It's on the agenda.
Can you do that?
It's on there. Just have to put the year.
Oh, okay, the year, 2020.
Well,
We can do, you wanna do 2022, you wanna wait?
No, that's just one at a time. I'm sorry, I missed you, Rick.
I have
didn't
one
mean to.
question. Were the changes put in that Ernie and I requested?
Don't know.
What was, on those amounts?
Yes.
They're not in there, but we'll get those in there before we finally have it together. You know,
We're talking about no raises
what's
for
that?
anybody that's not in the union? Was that put in there because I
No.
over demands? No, okay.
Because you will reopen.
If you want to do that, you can reopen.
You could do
But
that.
we're all in a contract right now. We can't take away cost of living raises.
See, each year they do that, each year they do that for management and the union's 4 years, but
If
management. they
people
do it-
agree to do that on their own, that's fine, but we can't just take it
I just
away.
want to go on record that we will be opening it and we will institute that. I've already talked to Ernie, so.
You have no control over that right now, but good
I've
luck.
talked to just about every throw officer. We have a lot of control, and I don't want to argue with you, but we're going to do it. So,
You're gonna take away people's raises? Their cost of living raises?
All right,
Good luck with that.
I make a motion, we adopt the budget.
Second the motion.
All in favor, say aye.
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 And that has no millage increase, correct?
No millage increase, correct. Intergovernmental agreement between Wayne County and Wyoming County? I need your help with that, Billy. Oh, no, I've got it. I'm sorry. I thought this was the, I'm sorry.
Get the wrong person.
I'm sorry. I was thinking of something. What we have here is a agreement between Wayne County Correctional Facility and Wyoming County Correctional Facility. If there's if we have an overflow of prisoners, they have an actual agreement that we've done the last few years. They give us a big break on housing prisoners, and they ask for an agreement between the current commissioners and their commissioners. It gives us, and we can change this, it tells them that we're gonna pay them within 14 days, and we can change if we wanna break this agreement within a 2-week period also. Our solicitors looked over this and has agreed that this is perfect,
Yeah,
so.
motion that we accept the agreement for overflow prisoners.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any other questions?
how much are they gonna be charging?
About $65 a day is what they guarantee that they won't go over, at least inmate space. And some of the other prisons that have gone over that. So I mean that these guys promise to stay within the boundaries that we're used to and make sure that their performance and everything is up to our standards also.
What was Susquehanna County charging?
They charge us $65 also.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the only two though. Everybody else has gone
Have
up.
they run out of room for us? Is that why you're?
No.
County?
If that should happen, we have Wayne as a backup.
Wayne is the backup.
Correct. Susquehanna usually gets our first overflow.
Okay.
And then Wayne would be our backup.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome. There you go. At the last meeting, we talked about an upgrade with AMP. They do most of the work over at 9/11. And Jeff, if you just do a little bit of a,
Yep, so this would be additional tower site equipment, heavily discounted at the end of the year. It was $25,000 discount, along with a microwave link that's needed to connect the tower sites together. The grand total of the invoice would be $171,305.20. I was looking to have Act 13 pay for the initial 50% down on this, and then any additional money that we have left over in the 911 funds at the end of the year,
Go towards that.
we could reimburse the Act 13 account. So I'd worked on the amount that we'd be able to do, but we haven't been allotted the fourth quarter payment from the state yet. So I don't really have a firm number of what's gonna move over, but it would be 50% down on order and then 50% of completion. So only half of this would be due
This
in
time.
2019.
Okay. And past numbers show that most of it, like around 300 grand, comes back to the county here. I mean, you use up everything that you have to
Right,
use.
yeah. So, so one of the things with the account is there's an anti-windfall at the end of this year as
Right.
well, so.
It's good to have a zero
We're
balance.
gonna try to, we will, ensure that we have a zero balance and don't have to give the money back to the state.
Okay.
But the Act 13 money that we're putting in, that 50% is coming back into Act 13.
Anything we have left over from, at the end of the year, we'll take and transfer back to cover that money that was expended out of the Act 13.
Okay, so I need a motion.
So moved.
You want,
I'll second the motion.
So a motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
I got it. Thank you.
You have it?
I have one.
okay, you need one copy of it, Bill?
Yeah. Is that your only copy?
I have it. Okay.
Jeff, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I also got a chance to go over and visit your workers on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, they said you were there, they appreciated it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Ann made them all dinner. It was cool.
Oh.
Yeah, it was nice.
You didn't call us?
No, but you know what? The borough police were there, and it was nice. It was nice. They all got dinner too, so. Sorry. I threw that mini grant update in the agenda just to remind everybody that the $5,000 grants that are coming out of the Legacy Act 13 money are available now. You just need to contact our planning director. We have about $50,000 in that account that your townships, your boroughs, nonprofits, everybody can apply for. If you have any questions or need any info on that, just call the courthouse, ask for the planning office. They have everything ready. So the sooner we get those in, the better chances you are of getting them. So I just want to make sure that everyone knows that they're out there and
The
we want to
deadline's
get them more.
February 21st.
Correct.
What's your date?
February 21st, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, this is the one I was looking for you at, Billy. The liquid fuel bridge encumbrances.
We had to increase two of our bridges to avoid forced distribution, which doesn't bother us because we give money to the townships every year anyway. We had increased Bridge 12 to 75,000 and Bridge 5 to 30, so the total for all, there's Bridge 9, 2, 6, 12, 5, and 4, total $422,000. That's money encumbered if you need to work on that stuff. You can also move it around if you like, so. I just need a motion on those two.
Okay, motion made that we increase for Bridge 12 and 5.
Where are these bridges, Bill?
I'll second the motion.
Who made the motion?
I did.
Mike second.
They're in Forksett and Falls.
Folkestone and Bills. What was the reason for the increases?
Ages
and stuff of the bridges? is that-
Ages and also to, if your balance is more than the money you take in, you get forced to distribute money to the townships. But we've been doing that for 11 years, 12 years. We've given money every year to the townships, so a forced distribution doesn't really upset us at all.
Right.
But we give them at least 75,000 a year. We've done that for quite a few years.
We're one of the few counties who
Yeah,
does that.
there's not a lot of counties that
Voluntarily
it.
do that
Right,
for our
right.
township, so.
But our liquid fuels fund is, I think, in very good shape. I mean, most of our bridges have been replaced due to a disaster like a flood.
Right,
We've
so
had
they've
3 or
had to be
4.
done and the money's come in.
Right.